Have you ever had an image that looks like this? Well, with the recent purchase of my Tamron macro lens, I decided to get down my old crop sensor camera, thinking that the 1.6 times crop would, help me on macro photos. And I had a ton of black specks in the image, so that tells me one thing, that my sensor's dirty. So that's what this video is all about, is we're gonna break out the cleaning kit and we're gonna clean the sensor on my crop sensor camera. So before we get into that, let's go over the cleaning kit. So I purchased this on Amazon a long time ago. I've used it once before. As photographers, we have a lot of expensive gear. We try to take care of our gear, but if you're going to use it, if you're going to be out in the field, if you're going to be swapping lenses out in the elements, then you're eventually going to have some dust on your sensor. Now when you turn your camera off, it says sensor cleaning, and it does like a little vibration thing and kind of shakes the dust off of it. But yeah, every now and then you got to get physical and get in and wipe it. So that's what we're going to do today. These kits are great. I think I paid about $20 for it. You can get it for micro 4/3. You can get it for crop sensor full frame. I might even have it for medium format. I don't really know. But there is a link in the description to this kit for the crop sensor and the full frame. There may even be a kit that does both, but I don't know that to be true. So let's see what we got. Alright, first thing, puffer ball. Or rocket blower, whatever you want to call it. This one, I actually keep this in my bag because it's so small, and it tucks away nicely. So this one doesn't stay in this kit, this stays in my bag, and usually this one stays on my desk. So, but for the sake of this video, we're going to use this one. And it also comes with one of these brush pins. These are pretty awesome. Also keep one of these in my bag, but not this one. It's got a little brush on it. And on the other end, it's got a little smudger for cleaning the front element off and whatnot. And then you got the actual spray, which is camera, lens, and sensor cleaner. It is alcohol and ammonia free. Anytime you got a solution, you kind of want to always shake that up, maybe roll it around, just mix it up pretty good. It came with two different types of microfibers. Oh, I forgot I had this camera rolling, so we'll show that one too. You have these little microfibers that come in these pouches. They're kind of one-time use. They really are great, and I'm going to end up throwing a few of these in the bag too, just because they are so great. But this kit also comes with another. It's a reusable microfiber, but that just kind of stays in there. And it also comes with lens tissue, soft and safe for lenses, microscopes, glasses, screens, and other delicate surfaces. Never been opened. I have no idea what's in that. So for the sake of using this kit, we'll use this microfiber, and these are the sensor wipes. They are the exact width of your sensor, and they're kind of like a flat Q-tip that you can stick down there and swipe it. So we got one of these, a microfiber, we got our rocket blower, we got our solution, and we got our brush. Alright, now with the camera. So if you have a mirrorless camera, you don't have to do this step at all. You can just leave the camera off, unless it's the R and it's got the little thing on there. But for DSLRs, you want to cut the camera on. Okay, on the camera itself, we're going to go to menu, and then we're going to click the wrench, and then I think it's the fourth tab. Yep, sensor cleaning. Click on sensor cleaning. You have auto cleaning, clean now, and clean manually. Auto cleaning is when you cut the camera off and it says sensor cleaning, but we want to clean this manually, so we'll click that, and then it says the mirror will lock up after manual cleaning sensor, turn power switch to off, and that will flip the mirror back down. So we're going to hit OK. It's a good idea to wash your hands before you do this. Not only because you're cleaning your camera, but it's just a good idea to wash your hands. So we're going to take, we're going to take the brush and the pen, and just before we crack this open, just brush any dirt off that could possibly fall in. If you want to use your blower, kind of get anything loose. All right, we're gonna take the body cap off. As you can see, maybe with this one, you can see the mirror is flipped up. We'll do that one too, just in case. Mirror's flipped up. We're gonna take we'll use the one that came with the kit. We're gonna take our rocket blower, and we're gonna hold the camera upside down, and we're going to give it some good, just maybe shake it a little bit. Any dust that could possibly be in there. It's a good idea to have like some type of light where you can, you know, shine down in there, kind of look at it and see if you can see anything on it. And I do see a little bit of dust in there. So they make loops that you can put on there and look down in there and see it magnified. I'm not that fancy, so we're going to do it without it. Now with these things, now when in doubt, just follow the directions that, you know, it's kind of like cooking. Every ingredient has the directions to what you're doing on it. So directions are on the bottle, directions are on the back of this. It says carefully insert the swab into the chamber and make sure not to touch the sides. Hold at 60-degree angle of the surface of the sensor and swipe from one end of the sensor to the other with a single constant motion, and then flip it and go back. So don't use the same side twice. Make sure we shake that up pretty good. Just to be safe, we'll read these. Directions: spray cleaner onto microfiber or head of cleaning swab, and solution should never be sprayed directly onto the sensor surface. So there's our brush. Pretty simple. It's just a microfiber on the end of a swab. And we're gonna go make sure there's no kids, dogs, animals, whatever below you. Ferrets, rodents, rats, roaches. And we're just gonna mist that on there. And there's a couple, like if it beads up on the stick, just kind of wipe it off so it doesn't drip directly on it. Alright, we're just gonna set the brush and let the weight of the brush on the sensor, and we're just going to drag it across that way. We flip it 180 degrees, and we're going to set it on there. Just let the weight of the brush, and then swipe it back. Take our light. Oh, that was good. See that nice, see that nice clean sensor down there? Looks good. Okie dokie. Alright, and now that we got that done, what I do like to do is, while I have this wet microfiber, is I will go ahead and cut this off. See the sensor? Cut this off. The mirror flips back down, and while it's off and I have this wet microfiber, I knew something was going to happen. And while I have this wet microfiber, I'm going to go ahead and wipe the mirror down as well. Kind of in the same fashion. I'm going to go like that, and then the other side. Now that mirror is clean. I may even be able to record doing that, since it's just a mirror. Alright, I'm going to take this and set it on the mirror. Boom. And then flip it. And then wipe it back. Alright, and now we have a clean, at least a clean mirror and a clean sensor, and you'll have no more specks on your image. Just don't press down on it. Just let the weight of the microfiber rest on it and just kind of slide it across. I will say this takes some sort of confidence. I mean, I'm not saying that it takes somebody with a special know-how to do this, but it does take somebody that has a level of confidence of doing things themselves. You know, do at your own risk. I'm not saying that it's hard to do. I'm not saying it's easy to do. I'm just saying do at your own risk. Don't press on it real hard. Just, you know, nice and easy. Follow the directions on the kit and everything should be fine. But just remember, this is do it at your own risk. And only clean your sensor if you see things in your image. If you see specks on your image, if you see, you know, where there's obviously dust on it, then don't just clean it to be cleaning it. Just trust yourself. Make sure you have clean hands, a steady hand. Don't go chugging Red Bull before you do it and be all jittery. So other than that, you can do it. I know you can do it. I have faith in you, but just do it at your own risk and follow the directions, and it's that easy. And so we're going to keep this one short and sweet. I appreciate you stopping by. I'm really, really loving this macro lens, y'all. And I plan to make a video very, very soon about what all I've learned on macro. I'm loving it, man. I took some banger images of some flowers yesterday. Here, I'll put one up here and here. Just so, I'm loving it. It's so much fun to get that close to something. So, if you found this at all helpful, do me a favor. Go ahead and hit that like button. And if you're into photo and tech related content, a sub would be cool. And with that being said, take care of yourselves. You know you deserve it. And we'll see you on the next one. Peace.